Hi, I'm Steve Gladman. I'm going to provide you a quick policy overview from the Columbus Apartment Association. We're going to cover three areas today: federal government, state government, and local government. At the federal level, as you know, the government is reopened and is starting to begin their work again. The House of Representatives was absent for 52 days, so they're quite behind on their workload. And the continuing resolution that was passed is only good through January the 30th. So it's a very short period of time where at the federal level, Congress will need to work diligently to get all the budget and funding bills passed by that time so government won't shut down again. At the state level, the Ohio Senate passed a series of bills that address property tax. Property tax has been the number one issue over the last few months at the state level. Some of the reforms that were suggested in the budget bill were vetoed by the governor, and some of those are being revisited and recast. Senate passed four bills that prioritize property tax relief, primarily for single-family homeowners. They cap the automatic increases that occur with certain levies. They've capped the growth rate of property taxes, and they have empowered the county budget commissioner to do certain things that could keep taxes lower by not allowing them to collect the full amount. None of the things that pass will have any significant impact on multifamily. The impact will be much more for single-family properties, with the exception if you have 1, 2, or 3 unit rental properties. Up until this bill was passed and becomes effective, you had what is called a 10% rollback. A rollback just really means that the state of Ohio was paying the 10% of your property taxes to the taxing entities, so you didn't have to pay that 10%. They are phasing that out, and so if you have rental properties in 1, 2, or 3 unit configurations, you will see a tax increase over time. There will be more bills coming, I think. The question that has not been answered and really it remains is, what will this do to school funding? If the growth of property tax is capped, there will be less money available to schools. And what are the options for schools? Will they look at other sources of taxes, like income tax, which they are allowed to place on the ballot? Or will they simply try to put more levies on to generate the same amount of money that they had generated before, with the ability for property tax growth that now would be limited going forward? We will continue to monitor this and provide you with additional information as it becomes available. At the local level, our number one issue is the proposed rental registry and inspection protocol. We have testified twice at public hearings in opposition to the proposal. We think that a city registry is duplicative because the county registry already exists. We think the suggested $20 fee per unit is excessive and not justified. They can only use those funds to pay for the implementation of the program. We do not believe that it should be that expensive to do the program. And we believe that the inspection protocol needs extensive work because it's not really focusing on the 1% of bad properties that the city continues to identify as being the real issue. The proposal that they have now would require additional inspections, and the owners of the properties would have to pay for those inspections if you received more than a certain number of code orders a year. We think that approach is flawed and is impractical and doesn't address the underlying problem of properties that are not maintained. We will continue to work with the city and our partners at the Board of Realtors and the BIA, and with our members and other independent owners to see if we can continue to modify this and to get a better form while still opposing it aggressively so it wouldn't happen at all. And Councilmember Bankston, whose initiative this is, indicated in a public hearing this last week that he believes that it's just a matter of time before they will pass something. The timeline appears to be probably February when it'll go to council. There's another public hearing scheduled on January the 3rd. We will participate in that, and we will continue to keep you updated as we receive more information. You should have been receiving a fairly regular flow of information regarding this issue. If you haven't been getting that, please contact the Apartment Association. Make sure we have the correct contact information for you and your company. Again, we continue to monitor at the federal, state, and local level, and we'll send you materials and keep you advised as we have more information. Thank you.